it. Go live. Says we're live. I'm gonna hit this button here.
Time out.
No, it's live. It's going on. I had that stream live in a different screen. Look at me. Welcome to Billy Bob's Sunday night live stream, right? So, a little snafu in the beginning, but it's all good. I go live every other Sunday night, and all of us pick some tracks to jam to that we feel that needs more jamming to, overlooked, whatever, you know. Even if it's not overlooked, we pick whatever the fuck we want. But we're gonna jam some music and discuss said music. But let's go around and introduce ourselves. We'll start with Chet because you're right here at the top of the screen.
Oh shit! I'm at the top. I like the bottom.
Oh, it's too bad. You're at top right now.
What up? I'm Chet. I play in the stupid Henchmen. Scream a bit. Play guitar. Mix a bit. Scream a bit. Fuck up a lot of chords. That's about it.
Aaron?
I am Aaron Carnes. I'm the author of the book In Defense of Ska. This is the expanded second edition that just was released on late October. Yes. Chet's reading it, so that means it's great.
It's great.
You can get it wherever you get books, online or in person. I also host the In Defense of Ska podcast, which is now at the end of our 4th year. So we start our 5th season next January.
How many episodes deep are you right now?
Just over 200. So I think next Wednesday is episode 203 with Budgie, the drummer from Susie and the Banshees.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
and
awesome.
He was also the drummer for. He drummed on the Slits' first record, which is the primary reason I wanted him on the show, because that record just got a lot of like reggae elements to it, and I was curious about that. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
TC?
What's up, y'all? I'm TC, bass player of the Stupid Henchmen. Just happy to be here.
Shit, yeah. Do you guys got anything to plug right now? It's been a minute since you released something. What was the last one? A split?
Yeah, go buy In Defense of Ska Redux.
Yeah. That's a good plug.
That was a great plug.
Nah, we ain't got nothing, do we, TC?
Nope.
Oh, come on. What was the last release? It was a split with was it the Dead Rejects one or was it the Trash Rigs one?
Dead Rejects. But that was a while ago.
Oh, but
we got a bunch in the works. It'll be a long one. Long. It won't be long, but it'll be a lot of songs. How about that?
Well, I mean, it's the quantity. The quality comes with the quantity, right? But no, you're right. Since it is the first, I do also have to give a shout out to Wefton, who just released an album today.
He did.
Right. Yeah. Go check out Wefton's new album. Right. Though, unfortunately, Wefton, I did not pick your song for my stream tonight. However, if you jump up in the stream and request it, we let the stream, the live chat, pick the last song of the night. So, like, maybe if you guys start popping off in there, it'll be that Wefton track. Is it ska? Some of it's ska.
Nice.
I mean, this podcast isn't specifically just ska, though.
Today it is.
No, everyone loves them some ska. Who does not love ska? I mean,
I think a lot of people.
Well, I'd be in the defense of it, which I don't know if any of you guys noticed. I totally misspelled that on that promo I made and tried to spread around earlier. Right, so that's fun. But let's jump into some music, man. So the track I picked for tonight, we're gonna start off with me because it's my show. right?
There you go.
The track I picked is by a band called Hoodlum Empire, right? And I don't know how familiar you guys are with this band, but they were an early 90s third wave ska band from California that liked to mix it up a little bit. They put a little surf in there, you know. So the story behind this is I lived in St. James in the 90s, right? Which is isolated even more so than the small city that I'm living in now. Right. So we didn't have much music come in very often that was new and creative. And a buddy of mine lent me 3 CDs that had changed my life, right? And one of them was this Hoodlum Empire CD, Looking Good, which came out in 94. One of them was a band called The Meanies. They're an Australian punk band that were staple punk band in Australia in the 90s called The Meanies. Like, example being, when Nirvana went to Australia, that's who opened up for Nirvana, you know? That was fucking The Meanies. But no one's fucking heard of that band. No one's heard of Hoodlum Empire. But the third album was a compilation, Survival of the Fattest, right? And those 3 fucking albums changed my life. Changed it, you know, because I was a goth kid at the time. All 9 Inch Nails and shit. And I still love 9 Inch Nails. But at the time, I was a total goth kid. And that showed me that you can have that kind of energy and emotions and not have to be so sad all the time.
I saw Hoodlum Empire play.
Oh, you did? You did?
Yeah, because they're from Bay Area. That's where I grew up.
They are from the Bay Area. Yeah.
And their bass player Ian Miller would go on to join Skank and Pickle as their second bass player. Yeah,
which was what I was just telling Chet about a minute ago.
Yeah,
right. Who is in a band right now that is completely not ska at all. They are some crazy post metal band called Kaloon Walled City. Such a fucking mouthful. But yeah,
Ian, I don't think has played ska since Skank and Pickle.
No, he hasn't.
Hardcore.
He did hardcore. He did a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
But it was like no ska.
No more ska.
But yeah, Hoodlum Empire. Disappointing story about Hoodlum Empire, right? Is like I said, I lived isolated in the middle of Missouri. We didn't have the fucking internet until like 99. It was fucking sad. It was a sad time. Hey, Curly's here. What's up, Curly? Sorry, Curly from the
Curly.
Yeah,
Curly.
flying raccoon suit.
What's up, Curly?
Right. So, what was I saying? I got ADD.
Internet 99.
Right. Yeah. It might be gone. It might be gone.
We're talking about Hoodlum Empire.
Hoodlum Empire. So, sad story about Hoodlum Empire. All right, is I didn't know that they were not popular. You know, you didn't have information back in St. James. So I didn't do any kind of research on them or anything until later in life when I discovered that they only put out that demo and that one album. And then the lead singer apparently was schizophrenic and had an episode and just disappeared in sometime late 94. And no one has seen him since. Right.
Wow.
So
that's the story. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened to one of my.
And the only person from there went to Skank and Pickle.
Well, the Ian, the bass player.
Ian left Hoodlum Empire before the band had finished, and then Hoodlum Empire. Then the stuff
continued.
Happened. Yeah.
But yeah, so but I picked a song called "Postmodern Romance" because I think the lyrics are super fucking clever. And the fucking bass line that Ian pulls off on this is like super classic fucking ska bass line with your oh, you guys will hear it. So like I said, my transitions are always a little rough, so bear with me here. I think I'm gonna cut the fucking live stream to that intro again while I do this. That might fucking make it a little more streamlined. Huh. Shit.
Oh,
Nice.
Screenshot it.
Yeah. Right, so now the stream should be with us. Yes. So that hopefully went a little smoother for the live stream end than it did for us. Just because I did a little transition. Okay, so what did I decide here? We're going to start with my Hoodlum Empire, Postmodern Romance. It was track 11 off of that. Great album. Let's bust into this.
So I was taken aback at being this. You told me your professor just had introduced you to semiotics. I told you I loved you, but you laughed and explained to me that I'm guilty of buying into the consumer culture lies I see, and that I was duped into the myth of love that they feed us daily on TV. See, our class was now on Jacques Lacan's psychoanalytic studies. Paul demand deconstruction, saucer, structuralism, Jameson, postmodernism, all to blame for our schism. Rather sit and deconstruct me than go get a bite to eat. When I want to go to the movies, you laugh cause you know what I want to see. Something with guns and action, you say, and a little skin and be nice. We read about Freud in class today. All you men think just alike. Structuralism, Jameson, postmodernism, all to blame for our schism. Over me, we grew apart, but at least you passed. I wish I'd sat in on one of your lectures and waited until the end of class. Walked up to your professor and told him how he changed you, then kicked his ass. Paul demand deconstruction, saucer, structuralism, Jameson, postmodernism.
So what were your thoughts on that, guys?
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
Right. One of the things I love about that is them fucking clever ass lyrics, right? So the song is about how his girlfriend was taking psychology classes. Son of a bitch, I'm in the wrong setting on the Zoom. Oh, what did I do here?
Take two.
There it is. Something wrong with my fucking hotkey. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well, it should be fixed now. I could see it on the thing. It's fine. But no, the song's about how his girlfriend was taking psychology classes and then realized that, like, love's just this fucking thing that our chemicals in our brain make us do, right? And like, it's totally a relatable song. If like my wife has a degree in psychology, maybe that's why it's so relatable to me.
Yeah, and now knowing the singer's backstory.
Oh yeah, even more in depth. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah,
That
that
sounded like Suicide Machines. I was feeling like that, the little I don't know what you call that, the little rim shot stuff going on in that bass line.
Yeah,
I think Suicide Machines took that right out of there.
And
I'm gonna do the same.
yeah. You need to start adding more rim shots.
That's sick.
Yeah. And that artificial harmonic that dude was bending with his I fucking love that shit. That was
we call that the Justain.
Word.
Don't worry, Billy. Sorry. Yeah, I like that.
Punk band playing ska, no horns, kind of very, very, very in line with like the tradition of East Bay punk. Influenced by Up Ivy, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also hear that if you listen to the album as a whole, you can hear that the guitar player had a heavy surf influence. Like if you notice how clean his guitar is and some of the way he plays his guitar riffs are
Even
very...
that last solo, it was very surf rock.
Yeah. So there's a big heavy surf influence on there. Like, dude probably listened to a shit ton of Ventures, but who didn't? Who didn't have a Ventures phase?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all should have.
How far did they go, Billy? Like, were they signed and stuff and tour?
Hoodlum Empire? No. I don't think they made it very far out of the East Bay. And I don't know how the fuck their CD ended up in mid-Missouri in the 90s. But it was fated. Because now, look, we're all here because of that.
Yeah, but those small like record shops were sick. They'd always get the weirdest finds.
Yeah.
And you just buy it straight off just because of the artwork.
See, that's how it went down. Is my buddy Timbo bought it because he was in Rolla here in this town at the CD store and loved the artwork and purchased it, and then I acquired it and he never got that shit back.
Yeah.
Right.
Well played.
Yeah. Yep. But now let's move on to Chet's song. Chet, you picked B Squad.
I did.
Tell us about this B Squad track.
I don't know much about the track. This is like the demo version of the track, and Justin's going to be real pissed. I think you'd be pissed if we played any of his songs, but B Squad was like our like earliest friendship of a ska core-ish band that we like played and made really close friends with. And then they like formed the Canadian connection that we call it. And we got into all the Canadian ska, like ska core and punk ska and crack rock steady style stuff up there. It was the Roar in 2005s, I guess, around then. I don't know. When did that come out, TC? Those like early
we met him when we played CBGBs. What year was that?
That was 2006, but I would like instant message through like the American Online thing, and then my brother was actually in contact with him first, and he got a bunch of like ripped CDs from him that he sent, and then I stole them from my brother. And I just fell in love because like all the songs are like they all kind of like bleed into each other with like weird transitions and stuff, and you could definitely see the influence of like Sublime, like the West Coast stuff into this, and then like Propaganda, and then of course like Leftover Crack stuff. But B Squad was like the band that made me try to get better at playing guitar rather than like four chords, and didn't really do much. But yeah, B Squad for life. Tempting C, even though I never been.
So,
yeah. Anyways.
So you know me, and I always have to try to do as much research as I can with the little limited time I have. And I did some Google searches looking for B Squad, and there's like fucking 50 plus bands that use.
Is it really?
B Squad? A lot of hip hop. a lot of hip hop groups use B Squad, right? Then you got some poppy type of groups that use the term B Squad because of cheerleaders. That's the B Squad cheerleaders or what the fuck ever. I don't know, right? But it was hard to find any information about B Squad. Luckily, you got to give a shout out to Chris at Unknown Records for compiling so much shit on his free section that for some reason I'm gonna give you shit about this, Chris, because you can't download them anymore, right? They're up for the free download in the free section, but it says your time has been expired or some shit like that. So you can still listen to them, right? But you can't download them. Which, hey, he's here. Big Brother is watching.
Wow.
Big brother.
Yeah. So what's up with that, Chris? Why can't we download them anymore now that you're over there? Cause the track that you sent me had the track before it on there too as kind of like an intro. Cause I tried.
No, I wanted the demo version. Well, because it had the both that was supposed to like bleed together.
The bleed together.
And, then Justin separated it, and I was like, oh man, you got to keep those together. So I still had the one that was together, even though it doesn't really like bleed seamlessly. I still like that version the best. So.
Well, I mean, as long as you play it in order, you know.
I guess.
Right. He says he's looking into it. The first he's here, this is the first time he's hearing that they're not downloaded. Right.
Exclusive.
But let's do this fucking transition. I'll do a little smoother this time now that I practice with the. Cut back to this thing. And now everyone can see all the chaos on my screen.
Screen within screen within screen, yeah.
I know, right? It's brutal. It's brutal. Oh, now you're looking at that screen. You're not supposed to see that.
Screenception.
Okay, B Squad. It's off of this demo. This was the demo right here.
Well, I haven't seen that in so long. Wow.
Yeah. So let's go on this adventure, Chris. He says it's the first time he's hearing of it. Oh, and now it's gonna download for me?
Oh, he fixed it.
You son of...
Oh,
what's up with that? But no, we can totally go back and play the...
I haven't
Well,
heard that in so long. Wow.
Do you know what that was at the very end? Was that like an older recording or?
Yeah, Justin would like dub in like a bunch of like demo songs and stuff. I don't know what that one was exactly, but there was like some Biggie Smalls throughout that album. There's a bunch of shit.
I like how the song feels like they're playing it slightly too fast, and so it kind of constantly sounds like it's about to fall apart, but it doesn't fall apart.
It sounds about like Justin.
Yeah,
I think I like that too about it, because like especially that like intro guitar stuff where it's like
yeah, it's like
not
it sounds
perfect.
rushed. Yeah.
right, and like it isn't quite in sync, but both of them are playing super fucking fast, and it does match up, right?
I like it about it though.
Yeah, it fucking rocks. I love it. That was a great album, and I really wish I could download it. Chris, get on that. Yeah, I had to take you all on that same adventure of the disappointment when I thought it was gonna download, and then it didn't.
Yeah, I was so hopeful.
But I got to give a quick shout out to my buddy Steve Snyder, who hopped up on here, right?
What's up, Steve?
Steve, yeah, he used to play guitar in my old band of Molotov Latte. He was my lead guitar player.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So thanks for jumping in, Steve. That's awesome. I never get to see that guy anymore.
Have you played a Molotov Cocktail on here before yet?
No, I have not. Right. But let's jump on to Aaron's track. Tell us why you picked this track.
Okay, I thought I would be completely contrary and not play a ska song or a punk song or anything remotely similar to ska or punk, and just go the complete opposite route. So Tim Heidecker, the comedian, I'm a fan of his comedy, but I'm also a fan of his music. He's a good musician. I don't know if you've ever sat and listened to his music. He does like a lot of like indie stuff, indie folk, indie rock stuff. He wrote this album a few years back called Fear of Death, and it's a pretty sincere record. And then there's this indie rock artist named Wise Blood, who makes like these kind of sweeping, like kind of dramatic indie rock records. She kind of collaborated on this record with him. So the last song on the record, they co-wrote together, and she sings it. So he's not singing the song. He sings the rest of the stuff, but I think this song is like just a beautiful, like, sad number that is not anything like ska or punk.
It's not right.
Yeah.
I'm the most familiar with his Tim and Eric's awesome show. Great job.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and the other connection to him is that when I released my book in 2021, I landed on his show. I was interviewed by him, the Office Hours Live. He interviewed me. Hates ska, kind of antagonized me a little bit, but I handled it pretty well. And then Bad Operations sampled a clip of my interview on an EP they did, and it's where he's kind of talking, and then I say, "Do you like ska?" And he goes, "No, not really." And they clipped that out for one of their songs.
That's awesome.
No. We've connected him to ska sufficiently enough for me to justify playing this track.
Yep, he is now eternally on a ska album that he probably doesn't like. That's a great album, though.
Yeah, thanks. And I think I recommended he check out Bad Operation. I think they kept that part too. I was like, you should check out Bad Operation.
But yeah, let's transition into this. I'm gonna do this shit again here.
All right.
Jump in this. Blap. So much going on. Oh, how we drift away.
Oh, how we drift away.
Last time I saw him, we weren't really talking. He said, "Hey, how you living?" life been treating you? Was it the good luck bar before they closed down? About a month before I left town. Oh, how we drift away from our friends, and the ones back home, they remember when. You can take me out of your phone if you come knocking. I won't be home. Finally met for lunch after weeks of pushing, and the catching up dried out just as we were getting drinks. Settled in on gossip and restaurants and nonsense, and I wish I was as clever as they think. Oh, how we drift away from our friends, and the ones back home, they remember when. You can take me out of your phone if you come knocking. I won't be home. 20,000 years ago, can you even imagine? In the Chauvet caves, women painting on the wall, pictures of their memories, pictures of their stories, pictures of their love affairs, pictures of their worries. I wonder if they ever dreamt of us at all, at all. Oh, we stand on their bones and walk on their souls, and the children who live
There you go.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, totally wasn't what I was initially expecting when you sent me that track, but I dig it. It reminds me, right? So I grew up on classic rock, and I guess you would call it the '70s contemporary adult shit that my dad would listen to. Very much reminiscent of like I want to say Carpenters, or maybe the way that they use the strings when they're throwing shit together is kind of like something John Lennon, when he threw strings in, he would use the same kind of build and harmonies. Like, and there was a touch of David Bowie influence in there as well, right? Like you could just hear it. Like it's just calling for that mid 70s sound.
Yeah, it's that 70s like kind of like AM radio kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
What did Tim Heidecker do? Did he compose it?
He co-wrote it. He sings on all the other songs, but he just co-wrote it.
That was the last song on his album.
Yeah. It's the last song on the track. The rest of the songs that he's singing, I like that song because it's just like this kind of sad closing number about how we like grow up and like kind of just drift away from everybody, and just I don't know if it's even really sad. It's kind of more somber like note about that. Just what it feels like to age, and it's kind of just how life just moves on.
The continual build-up was so sick.
Yeah.
Kept going up and up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with the strings. The way that like John Lennon would use the strings to build, or like I believe even David Bowie did that shit on some of the tracks on Honky Dory. Had some build up like that. Yeah. So Big Brother, right? Chris answered back. Apparently, Bandcamp only gives the Unknown Records 200 free downloads a month, and they get tapped out really quickly. So on the 10th, we can download because it'll get re-up.
Gotta wait.
But we gotta wait. We got
200 downloads already happened then, huh?
Yep. And he took a pizza.
200 downloads on the B Squad.
Yeah, no, he says, by the way, because this is literally a quote from him, because he's checking the site, he took a peek at the stats, and the stupid Henchmen hold the spot in the top 10 of all time downloads and plays.
Oh,
Boom.
shit.
Boom.
Shows you how stupid people really are.
No, your stuff's so good.
Come on, those are our henchmen, guys.
Man, I'm a fan.
Well,
Don't say that shit to me.
Someone's got to make that Tim Heidecker song ska now.
Okay,
I was
already.
I'll tell you one more story. Pre In Defense of Ska, when I was still a music journalist, I got to interview Tim for Playboy. I went and interviewed him here in Sacramento in person, like backstage before he played a show, and just like I guess basically like hung out with him backstage for like an hour, and he just kind of goofed around. And the highlight was that he like told me about how much he hated the Grateful Dead. Like he hates the Grateful Dead with so much passion that he started writing Grateful Dead parody songs, and so he played them for me. But they were parody in the sense that he was just trying to write Grateful Dead songs. And so
hated them so much that I'm gonna write for him.
Yeah. He's like, and the songs were like sitting in an apple orchard, sitting in it was just like stuff like that, just like dumb little like observations.
Yeah,
and like it was pretty spot on actually.
That's great because I know this is gonna piss off the internet, but I don't like the Grateful Dead either. Right. And I think it's because as a child, I spent a small stint living in Jerseyville, Illinois, where there wasn't very many people to hang out with in high school. Like I could either hang out with the rednecks, or I could hang out with there was a whole group of kids that really loved gangster rap, even though there were a bunch of white kids on a farm community. But and then there was the hippies, right? And the hippies had the better weed at the time, so I hung out with the hippies. except that they listened to the Grateful Dead so fucking much that it drove me crazy. Like, and they're like, no, you got to check out this tape on this version of Sugar Magnolia from 1976. Jerry plays a 15-minute banjo solo that'll blow your mind. And it's like, man, I don't want to hear that song again. No, you haven't heard this version of it. Like, no, man. No, like, do I have an appreciation for the Dead? Yes. Do I like to listen to the Dead? No, because you can only listen to so much of it before it'll drive you crazy. Right? But, like, so I'm in the same boat. I could see that. Like, and it's not that hard to make a Grateful Dead song. Right? So I can see where he's coming from.
You know, my brother's a ska head that turned to a Deadhead.
Oh, I've seen that happen.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was like the original ska kid of my family. And then now he doesn't have anything to do with ska or wants nothing to do with ska and only listens to like Fish, Grateful Dead, all that stuff.
Oh man, that poor guy. He chose the path wrong. Oh,
yeah, my first girlfriend, she was so into Fish. I couldn't stand. She always wanted to play Fish.
Yeah, I can't go bouncing around the room like that.
It's like a vibe. Either you get it or you don't.
Yeah, I don't. Right, and it might
be.
Like I think it has something to do with right. So, you know how they say when you burn sage in a room, it chases away the evil spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I think I might be an evil spirit because when people burn sage, it fucking pushes me away. and I don't like patchouli either. I think I got a sensitive nose, and maybe it was a combination of the many factors that made me not like just yeah. We're getting distracted.
Got to write a song about that, Billy Bob.
No, my friend Timmy Miano already did write a song about patchouli and how offensive it is. Shout out to Timmy. He's probably not watching, but shout out to him anyway. Good job, Timmy.
Shout out Timmy.
He was doing that folk punk thing back in the day before it became popular. I didn't even recognize it as folk punk. I was like, hey, look at this guy playing all these acoustic songs at our punk shows. This is awesome. But now, as I'm reflecting upon it, we were talking about Violent Femmes earlier, right? And would you consider Violent Femmes to be proto folk punk? Because they wrote that one song that one album that everyone knows back in like 1983 or 4.
Yeah, I think we can call them proto folk punk. Sure.
Yeah, because I think they started a path. Interesting story. They got discovered in a Grateful Dead parking lot because they were following around the Dead, but didn't have the money to go into the shows.
It all comes around.
It fucking does, son of a bitch. But so TC, let's talk about your song.
Well, the song I picked was from actually a local high school band that me and Chet went to high school with, but they were a little bit older than us. I can remember cutting class to go to one of their senior presentations and like hearing one of these songs and be like, God, this is amazing. And later on in life, we actually got to play with the guitar player of that band. He started another band, and we crossed paths again. A band called High Five Revival later on, in maybe 5, 6, 7 years later. And it was just sick to see that he kept going. So that's one of the songs I pick, a song probably not many people have heard before.
Oh yeah, right. So I tried to go down an internet rabbit hole for the band that you chose, and it was not a very far hole at all. I don't know if I would even call it a hole. Right. So Spastic Habits. Right. I did the search, and all I really got was that they were on a Asbestos Records compilation called 18 More Reasons Why to Hate Asbestos Records. Right. But
what song was it? Do you know?
The song on the hold on, it's gonna
on the Asbestos Records one.
I do know. It's yeah. I still got the page up right here.
Were they the only ska band in high school, TC?
It was called.
So at that time, because the rest of them was just the punk bands. Remember?
Yeah.
It was a song called "Out of Body Experience."
That's another classic.
Is it?
Outer Body, yeah. That's a good song.
Yeah. Right. So let's jump into this. And what's the name of this album? Because like I said, I couldn't find anything. Like they're on it.
It's so long, I don't even remember the name of the album. I know it was like a 6-song album that they had. I think they had one album back in the day. I was just like, oh wow, yeah.
So
long, I don't even remember the name.
So how did you get this track to even send it to me, man?
I have a few of their tracks. I somehow ended up getting them because every now and then I'll still talk to the guitar player of that band. And I think he sent them to me, I want to say.
Or maybe you downloaded them from the MySpace page back in the day.
It may, yeah, Geosites days. It's seriously been that long. Like,
yeah, well, there used to be that Angry Ska punk blog spot that used to have a ton of stuff. I don't know if they ever put them on, but I feel like I downloaded them from.
Word. Let's jump into this. Transition. Jump back over on that. Make sure we're good. Son of a bitch. How do I move this thing? That's how I move that thing. Okay. It's called El Finale.
Constant shit every day. What can I say? Get your bag, you freaking egg. Hit the road, can I take this extremely heavy load? I'm sick of all this constant shit every day. What can I say? Get your bag, you freaking egg. Hit the road, can I take the extremely heavy load? I'm getting sick of you. There's nothing you can do. It's been way too long. I know I can't be wrong. Constant up and downs, and smiles that turn to frowns. There's everything before because I don't like you anymore. Told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again, you're not a friend. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again, you're not a friend. I cannot wait, cause at this rate, too much time wasting of mine. Wanna move on, but you're not gone. So get a clue or find someone new. I cannot wait, cause at this rate, too much time wasting of mine. One move on, but you're not gone. So get a clue and find someone new. I'm getting sick of you. There's nothing you can do. It's been way too long. I know I can't be wrong. Constant up and downs, and smiles that turn to frowns. Cause I don't like you anymore. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again, you're not a friend. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again, you're not a friend. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again, you're not a friend. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. You're not a friend. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. You're not a friend. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. I told you time and time again. You're not a friend. Now it's done. I hope it was fun. No regrets, despite the overdue bets. One more thing to you I sing. I hope you're well in your deep talk cell. Now it's done, I hope it was fun. No regrets, despite the overdue bets. One more thing to you I sing. I hope you're well in your deep dark cell. I'm getting sick of you. There's nothing you can do. It's been way too long. I know I can't be wrong. Dancing up and down and smiles back to the ground. Leave everything before because I don't like you anymore.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was nice.
So, quick question. The capital Z and the capital B in the middle of those words, was that how they did it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Nice.
I don't know the story behind that, though. Who was the drummer for that, TC? Do you
It
remember?
was Mike, remember? Mike Fuchs?
Oh, Fuchs, that's it. Yeah. The first person I think we heard doing a double kick.
Yeah, they had good harmonies, too.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
Vocal harmonies, yeah.
I remember listening to that, being so young and being like, wow, this is awesome.
That was awesome. And now I must find the other tracks. You need to get a hold of whoever has them
High-Five
tracks
Revival.
and have them throw that shit up on the line.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that was good, and I want more. I need more. We demand it. Yeah. So, yeah, that was nice. Now we're gonna give the live stream an opportunity to pick a track. There's a bunch of people up in there right now. Wefton's up in there. I already gave you a shout out earlier. I don't know if you caught it, but we totally plugged your album. We got No Funeral up in there, who is always nice to hop up in the live stream. However, he keeps plugging his own bands every time.
As you do.
Right? Yeah, he says Barstool Preachers, who he just got done touring with. But yeah, they're pretty good. Have you guys heard the Barstool Preachers yet?
Yeah,
I
good
don't know.
band.
Yeah,
Big Brother's asking for Corrupt Vision, which Corrupt Vision is awesome. We got Steve Snyder saying something by Slapstick, which fucking Slapstick's great, you know. We got Angel saying anti-sheeple movement. Right? So, who do we go with? Tassim? The anti-sheeple movement. Okay, now I understand the acronym. So now that we got some options, who should we choose? Should we?
I'm down with any of those. They're all sick.
They all are sick, right? I almost want to roll like a D4 to let it.
Sheeple.
Okay, so which anti-sheeple track shall we pick? I'll fucking
Come on, Angie. Johnny Sacco. I don't know Johnny Sacco.
You know Johnny Sacco?
No.
Classic 90s ska.
Oh yeah, it is.
What's the iconic anti-sheeple song?
Yeah. Which anti-sheeple song shall we go for?
What is the most anti-sheeple you could get?
Anti-sheeple.
What's the least sheeple song they have?
All right. Well, Stressed.
Stressed?
Okay, we got a bunch of anti-sheeple up here on the Bandcamp. Here, I'm gonna pop you all into share screen mode so you can see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so here's the band camp. Participants can now see your
steady.
Huh? Folk rock steady. Yeah.
Fun abuse.
I hate police. That seems like a good one. Kill the sheep. Okay.
That's extremely anti-sheeple.
Okay. Yeah. Angela's saying stressed. Which album is that off of? The Ballad of Bob Sheeple. The Shit Show Split. Steve Snyder says he's never heard this band and he's pumped about it. Okay, I'll just start clicking on until I find stressed. There it is!
Hey.
Now!
Oh, yeah, Nail Biter's Anthem. Who else is a nail biter?
So let's rock this. Oh my goodness, thank you, Ian. Did you put some sugar in this bitch?
1 second.
Okay. My son's bringing me some coffee. It's much needed at this moment.
Do you remember sugar?
Huh? No, he did not remember sugar. He's bringing that shit now. He did.
Come on.
He just didn't have enough hands to bring it all.
All right.
Thank you, Ian.
No problem.
I think that should be enough sugar. I can't. Sorry. I need this coffee. Let's rock some stressed.
I walk down the street and I'm just so disgraced of the devilish apparatus we call our nation. It makes me so sick, I result in depression. Suicidal thoughts overwhelming depression. Every big city is like a commercial. Those advertising, nothing that's worth it. You make me spend money, you make me a life. Constantly contemplating homicide.
Harsh as the sea when I scratch the surface. The truth kinda hurts, but we all deserve it. When you're making the choices from right or wrong, with the problems you face, would you go along? Cause you couldn't see the truth of the loud TV. Trying to do what they can to make you buy your dreams. And the only objective that I foresee, a solution to end this suffering.
Can't take this shit. Every time I look at this place, it makes me sick. You can't make me buy that, buy this. So take your bullshit and cross me after this. I'm going downhill in a white man's society, so drowned out by this lack of humanity that I can't comprehend who I have been. Living life constantly committing minor offenses. Spray painting on my fences. Know that Johnny Law don't wanna fuck with me, cause I plan to make all the pigs bleed and put an end to this fucking disease. It's too late, we're gonna die. Naked in our coffins and stripped of rights. Humanity took its toll on me. I hope we all burn as we sleep. Everything we've accomplished will inevitably not mean shit. Well, at least I had a plan. Dying in this disaster.
That was nice. That was nice.
That was an epic journey.
I haven't heard that in so long. I love the quality of that. When they scream and they just peak the vocals, it's the best. That's peak performance in my opinion.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. I think I might have heard some stupid henchman influence in that.
Nah.
No. There's no
Shout
way.
out Popper. Angie plays in that too, but Angie decided to not go to the show that we saw Popper play.
But yeah, that was great. That was great. I want to take this moment to thank everybody who has not only participated in the group chat, but showed up for my stream. Thank you guys. Thank Chet, Aaron, TC. This is fucking awesome.
Thank Billy Bob for fucking setting all this shit up. This is amazing.
Yeah. This episode's blessed. Yes. Go out and purchase In Defense of Ska. It has a second edition, which is 30,000 extra words.
30,000.
That's a lot of extra words.
It's a lot of extra words.
But it's
Go get some stupid henchmen too.
Oh yes. Which I am so looking forward to the new stuff you guys are working on. I can't seem to get enough stupid henchmen. It was one of the number one played thing on my streaming app last year. Last year.
Sorry, Billy.
Right? No. I really it helped me get through some shitty work days. I tell you what.
Thanks, yo.
No, thank you.
We'll have some new stuff soon. It's fun. I'm gonna rip off that bass line from Hoodlum Empire.
Oh yeah, it's a fatty bass line. I can teach it to you real quick.
Alright, I gotta find out what Johnny Sacco is.
Oh, you haven't heard Johnny Sacco?
Nah.
Oh, you're gonna have to check that out. That's some classic second wave. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this out there because I've heard it used many times since the meme. But I believe the new term for third wave ska is mozzarella ska. Have you guys
Oh, because it's like mozzarella. Yeah.
have you heard this, Aaron, yet? Like people are literally referring
for
to
third wave ska. I've never heard it for third wave. I've heard people talk about new ska that way though.
Mozzarella ska, like
mozzarella ska or mozcore.
Mozcore, that's great.
Right?
Gen Z.
But I've never heard it used to describe a '90s like third wave ska though.
Oh no! Instantly, when somebody says mozzarella ska, the first thing that pops into my head is Real Big Fish, So, and
I only think like Italian. What's an Italian ska band?
well, okay, because now that metal and hardcore and crust has been incorporated into ska a lot lately, you got two spectrums. You got the mozzarella or the crusty stuff, and it's like, how do you like your marinara? You know?
Oh.
Like, because I think of the crusty ska more like a breadstick, whilst the mozzarella ska is more like a mozzarella stick. You know? That's just what I've been picking up lately. I don't know if it's just me here in the Midwest seeing that. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But no,
I can only afford the crust.
I like the crust. I like the crust. But no, so I think we're gonna wrap this up. I think we've had a successful stream. It's gone on an hour. There was some great music that we're gonna have to figure out how to hunt down some more of, because only 200 downloads a month is a little too limited, especially when it's that good, and it's probably being all taken up by the stupid henchmen off that site. There are so many. I don't know if you've discovered this yet, Aaron, but Unknown Records has so many classic records up there just for free to download. Like, Chris went and just talked to everybody he could on the scene over there and got them to give him their early EPs and demos to put up on Unknown Record and download, and it is an archive of some fucking gold up there. Gold. But like I said, stupid henchman's probably taking them all up.
Yeah, it is a great site though, because the other way to find a lot of those bands were just through the blog spots and like the Tumblrs or something like that. And then Chris was hardcore enough to go through everybody to get all those
I see what you
bands.
did there.
And
that was clever.
just make it a nicer, easier site to find everything, because some of those bands, or most all those bands, kick ass.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's just
they
like
do.
a wide range of punk music to ska to folk to I don't know, anything.
Best
And
of the.
otherwise,
Oh, it's the
that East Coast
old.
stuff. I don't think it's anywhere.
Chris is asking, is the old Pink site still up?
Nah, because someone stole the site name and then tried to sell it to me. I was like, nah, just go to Bandcamp.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing happened to the band Tubbering. They said that he let it expire, and within a month of it happening, somebody bought it up, then jacked it up to like $40,000 or $50,000 to buy the site name, and he's like, no, I just won't do that.
I was gonna rename it to the stupid Henchmen. I was like, nah.
That would be a little extra stupid.
It's too stupid for me.
Oh yeah, they're starting to name off some of the stuff up on that site. Is the best of the worst up on there? I know Noise Complaint has some stuff up there. Oh yeah, now the group chat's popping. Now the chat's popping.
Oh shit, Racha.
Racha!
Racha's in a ton of ska bands and was in B Squad.
Was he?
Yeah, he was like he was a tiny little kid the first time we met him.
Oh shit.
Is he aware that you just that we just played one of his tracks?
I don't think so.
It looks like he just hopped up there. Yo, we played a B Squad track, yo.
Yeah, Racha's toured with us a bunch of times. He's played drums for us for many a tour. He's
So, who's your drummer now? Tobias?
I'd say, Racha's probably been the go-to dude for the last couple of years.
Word.
Yeah.
Because I rumor has it that you have an old MP3 player named Tobias that used to be your drummer.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
the best bandmate to get along with. He was always on time.
Not going off getting those cutlets.
I bet you he didn't fucking try to play while you were tuning, too.
Right?
Sometimes his battery ran low, but that was
Better
it.
make sure to charge that shit before the show. Has that ever happened? Now I'm curious.
I remember a few times panicking when we thought we lost it on the way to a show, and then like looking through the car, and there it is, like under the seat. Like, oh,
That's great. That's great. What model was it? Was it an iPod? What was Tobias?
It was like the little square one. I don't remember what the model was, but it was like not the full iPod. It was I don't know.
The little nano ones.
Yeah, not even a nano. It was pre that. It was like a square.
and you
was
just
early.
and you just augs it into whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to like a Regina Spektor show, and there's someone playing before her that did that, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I saw Jeff Rosenstock do Bomb the Music Industry in the basement at the Meat Locker or something like that, and he had a similar thing but more advanced. I was like, oh, you can do it even better. But yeah, it was like basically just auxiliary straight out of the iPod.
And just all the beats just preloaded, huh?
Yeah, it was terrible.
But I bet you it was cost efficient. It was easy for you two to just hop up in a fucking car and go to a show instead of having to get a van and all that other shit.
Yeah, but it's
I was
not
like
worth it.
those days.
Well, awesome. But yeah. So we're gonna close this out. And once again, I want to thank you all for participating. And go buy fucking In Defense of Ska 2nd edition. Like, let's flash that up on the screen. We all need to go purchase this. It is a phenomenal read that'll keep you up late at night.
Yeah, the Op Ivy stories are pretty cool. I'm really digging it.
Thanks. Yeah, I definitely added and tweaked a bunch to that section. Like I talked to the stuff with Radley Hirsch that's new in this edition. He's the guy who was basically working with them to record the first version of Energy that they ended up not using.
The unreleased Energy.
The unreleased Energy, which you can find on YouTube, and you can compare and contrast if you're curious what Energy could have sounded like. But he was a sound man at Gilman, and he wanted to like record them at Gilman, and he kind of wanted to record them more as like a kind of a big rock sound. And it kind of, I don't know, in my opinion, it sounds flat. It sounds weird if you listen to those recordings, because they're all about that like that tight, tinny, raw sound, which they got.
Yeah.
They went through this whole process for like almost a year trying to record this record, and then they abandoned it. Then they went with Kevin Army and like bust out Energy in like 2 days, done. Like 1 to 2 takes a song, but they'd been playing the songs for like a year. So
Yeah.
they knew those songs well.
I have to show off one of my prized possessions right here. Is a copy of Hectic. Yeah. That stays on the wall. Right now, it's next to Cool Keith. Because why not?
You still is the Devo record still there? I saw someone sneak in. I hope they didn't take it. All right.
It's still safe. It's still safe.
Good.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off for all the viewers on the line. Thank you guys for participating, and I hope you all had a
coming
fucking
in, y'all,
blast.
hanging out with us.
Peace out.
End stream. Okay, so now we're clear from all the live.